Hey everybody, Dave Nassi over here at Epic Guitar Instruction. Stopping abruptly, but we're going to have a really good time today. We're going to conquer a classic Ozzy tune. We're going to make sure we go through it the right way and get all the neat little idiosyncrasies of the riff. But we're going to have fun today. We're going to exercise some technique. Come along with me. Let's take a look at Bark at the Moon. So Bark at the Moon starts off with some really cool power chords that we're going to use essentially off of a 4th-string root. So let's take a look at this first initial riff. So chords, let's talk about them. We're going to play here from the 5th fret to the 7th fret to the 8th fret, forming this power chord shape. We're going to slide this one up one whole step, and as I'm playing this constant rhythm, I'm going to switch to where I lift my pinky up, and I'm going to be holding down on the 8th fret, 2nd string, with my middle finger. So what that gives me is this. Now notice I'm going to be constantly moving off of this kind of motion. Now let's constrict it to even just this this 4th string here, and we're going to concentrate on what's happening from the 5th fret to the 7th fret and make our root or our focal point of our cross picking to be the 4th string. And you get that nice little change there with that middle finger. We're then going to do a pull off. Really quickly, we're going to jump from the 7th position to the 3rd position and hit the 5th string and pull to an open string. From there, we're going to go to the 5th fret, executing our power chord one more time. Let's play it from the beginning. Now, I've seen some versions where we pull in this A string. Let's notice that difference. It adds a nice full sound to that, so we're going to stick with that. Now here's the part that's subject to question, but this is how we're going to play this. We're going to bar our pinky note to ultimately form around the tonalities that happen with an F chord. So my pinky's going to lay flat. I'm going to cover 4, 3, and 2 strings. From there, I'm going to bring my pinky down to have my ring finger or my 3rd finger hold my B note while I'm still laying flat on the 9th fret. That gives me this. Index finger goes all the way down to 5. It's a crazy stretch. Back to here. Back to that chord. Now as I go through this, we're still getting that cross-picking motion or that cross-picking feel in there. And I should say, for practicing, like, let's just take a step back for a minute, right? Like, to practice that and pivot between like a really fast 16th-note rhythm and hit those chords, you can just go like this. Get used to that sound. Just to get used to the rhythm playing aspect of it. That's really, really important. There's another variation that we can do where we're going to start the same, but I'm going to go up and ultimately what forms kind of like a D minor chord for a second with my my index finger flat all the way to the 3rd string and my 3rd finger coming back to the 4th string on the 12th fret. I can do this, and that's going to give me context. And those are the little variations that we get within that riff. They've been subject to controversy. He's explained them, and so it's really fantastic to at least have it all in one video for you to go through, and I'll play the riff for you now. Phrase 1, phrase 2, and you get back cool classic stuff, you know, great things to play on the guitar. You know, we do various things in this that, you know, encountering ways to solo and play our rhythms and things like that. If you need any additional help, I gotta say, when it comes to that element, in the YouTube description box that you see below there, if you click on that link, we will provide you with a free video and coinciding ebook that is great for scales and diagrams and all the information that you need that'll help you recognize how these things are even being played and how we stretch our hands to go through these scales and play all these different shapes and where they come from when we're playing rhythm and lead and all this kind of stuff. It's free. All you gotta do is click on that link. So we're gonna lead into the next section by going... Just a cool single note line that we can do here off the 1st fret. We're going to go off the 5th string, 1st fret, open string, 1, 3, 1, open, 3 to 1. Now when you go into the next section, what we're going to do, a lot of times it's looked at like this. We're going to take an F sharp minor chord in tonality is what it is, but we're going to play an F sharp power chord. We're going to go to a D chord, then we're going to suspend the ring open. Traditionally, we play our D this way. I'm just going to take away my middle finger. I'm going to go to an E chord, which is a different form of a power chord again. This is 4th string, 3rd string, and 2nd string. 2, 4, and 5 frets. And then I'm going to go back to my F sharp. We're going to try doing it this way, where we keep this F sharp note in the base of all of these chords to create some dissonance. So we have F sharp. Now watch as I go to the D, I'm going to put my thumb on it. And yes, it sounds dark and kind of ominous, but it's intended to be that way. Now my thumb is actually blocking the A string, so it's not going to ring out, and all you hear is that F sharp over D. When I go to the E, I'm going to do the same thing. And then I'm going to go back. And this is explained to him in a video where he talks about tension and release and how it's slightly different than the way that most people did it and all this kind of stuff. So that's great guitar. We got to get into that. So this is going to be from the 2nd fret, and I'm going to pivot off of my F sharp note. I'm going to turn my body this way so you see a little bit of what the right hand's doing. You know, you're just cross picking and going to the string below you, or be a little bit troublesome, you know, so we want to think it presents a little bit of an inside picking situation where that becomes an up strum. So notice that after I play my note on the 4th fret, 5th string, I'm coming into an up strum on the 6th string. After I play my pinky note on the 5th fret, 5th string, I'm coming into an up pick here. And that's going to be the filler riff for the section. Slow it down a minute. Play one more time. Chorus has some cool double stop type play that we're going to do off of the A chord here. So ripping right into an A chord. I'm going to focus on the 5th fret, double stop and thinking D and G strings. Now what we get from this, D, G, D strings after that. Quick octave from C. Now that octave is going C, sliding up to B, back down to C, back down to B, grabbing the E note with my middle finger. Taking this 3rd interval here from 5 and 4. Getting some really nice open string sounds. Notice I'm going to accent those with some strumming. Go back up to my G. So what those really are, they're like these kind of chords. Jakey Lee would do them a lot in those eras. But what you're getting here, I'm going to use a pinky. So I'm filling the space with a little bit of ringing notes. That's really, really important. So that riff, after we continue, think of that melody there. That's 7, 5, 4, 5. And that sounds really cool in context. And now we go into the bridge, right? So we're taking it to the bridge at this point. This is going to be an E power chord to an F. There's some stuff that people have done over this as well. You can simplify it and go on E, F. Chug that a little bit, jump right to the F note on the 4th string with your 3rd finger, do a pinch. Or we can go now that little note variation goes from my E, F. Now watch the 3rd finger, the 1st finger, the pinch. That's what we're really going for there. So we got G chord, some harmonics, anything we want to do. 5, 7, 12. And that's going to cover you right up into the solo. So this gives us a lot of information. I think, you know, what I'm going to show you now is the end lick, like the really popular end lick that everybody plays, and then we're going to cap this video off. So let's take a look at the first position of this. So we're going to start with our middle finger on the 13th fret. I'm going to pull to 12, and I'm going to go to 14 on the 3rd string. That's our initial motion. 1, 2, 2, jumping to this position, 15 and 12. New position, major stretch, right? So this is going to be 15, 13, and 10. And what I'm doing is I'm going, and notice I'm pulling between my middle finger and my pinky. Moving it down a whole step. And that's 15, 12, and 9. So those last two positions, again, one more time, going to sound just like this. Notice I leave those two fingers down the whole time. Slowly. So that's the right way to play it, that last outro lick. I think we've had a good time with this one, everybody. Epic guitar instruction. Please subscribe to the channel. Click the like button. Leave a comment. Again, subscribe to the channel. Leave us a comment. We hope you enjoy the video, and I'll see you next time.